Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm a photographer, filmmaker and drone pilot. I do not use drone often because of regulations, laws and weather conditions and so on. But whenever I have the chance to fly, I take my drone out and I fly it in the air, taking all the precautions and respecting all the rules. I bought the DJI Air 2 since the day it was launched back in May 2020. I really loved that drone. I flew with it few times. I didn't fly with it a lot because of COVID and all the situation we are passing through. So it was on the shelf for a long time. 2 years after, I ordered my DJI Mini 3 Pro as soon as it started shipping in France, and I'm really loving it. I was so excited to get this drone after all the reviews I watched online, especially the one from Peter Lindgren, where he tested how resistant is this drone in high wind, but I do not recommend you to do so. Please check his link in the description below. In this video, I'm going to tell you my personal and honest opinion and thoughts about the DJI Mini 3 Pro and what I think that DJI should do in order to enhance the Mini series. Don't forget to go subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done it. I post videos about filmmaking, photography and related techs. I do some unboxing and some product reviews, so don't forget to go subscribe if you are interested in these topics. And now let's go back to the video. What made me excited about the Mini 3 Pro is not only the weight, because all the Mini series is about 249 grams, the same weight as this one, but the technology they condensed in this small body, it's really outstanding. In this Mini 3 Pro we have obstacle avoidance, front, back and bottom. We have also the vertical capability of the camera, so now we can film and take some photos in vertical mode, so we don't have to reframe and lose quality for social media platform. This drone has a bigger sensor comparing to the previous generation from the DJI Mini series. It has a bigger sensor allowing it to have a better image quality, a better sharpness even at low light situations. It records in 10-bit colors in DCI, which is a flat profile from the DJI. It can also record in 4K 60 frames per second. Personally, I use the normal profile mode and not the DCI. It is smaller on the SD cards, which I like, and I'm really satisfied also with the sharpness, the color profile and the color science of the DJI. I really like it. Sometimes I use also some ND filters that I will talk about them later on in this video. Another new feature that the DJI Mini 3 Pro offered is this new RC, which has a built-in screen. Now I do not have to connect the phone in order to make a fly. It's really easy to set up. It's really fast to set up, which is really helpful, which made this drone a phone independent. By the way, I suggest you always to connect your mobile data to your RC command before flying in order to get the latest updates, in order to verify if you have all the authorization in the selected area where you want to fly, and in order to get the map visibility on your screen directly. This drone has quick shots mode, which made it one of the best, if not the best, in the market in 2022. Personally, I never used this automatic flight mode of this drone. I prefer flying in manual mode, so I can keep an eye on the drone. I can control everything going on in the sky with this drone. So that's really amazing, because we human, when everything is automated, we tend to lower the concentration, and that's very risky and not really safe when it comes to flying drone in the sky. These quick shots modes are really amazing if you are not a solo creator like me, and if you have someone that can assist you in order to get an eye on the drone at every second when it's in the air. This drone is too small, too tiny. I can carry it with me in any backpack. It doesn't take much space. I can carry it with me with other photography and videography equipment that helps me create a better storytelling for my vlogs and videos. And because it's too small and too tiny, it's easy to lose it in the sky, so I prefer to keep an eye on this drone at every second it's up in the air. Some people on YouTube are trying to fly this drone with the new RC, and they are saying that it cannot fly very far. We are losing signal at few hundred meters, and it's not very powerful, that the new RC that we get with this drone. But for me, this drone is too small. It doesn't, even if it can fly up to 10 kilometers in the sky, but it's not made for this. You have to keep it in sight and fly it close by. Even a small bird can hit the drone, and it can be really dangerous for the bird, for the drone, and for anyone under the drone. So be careful guys, and fly safely. I am so grateful for this drone. It's really fun to use it, to put it in the air, to capture great images and amazing footages. Recently I made a video about my city, Reims, and then I was interviewed on the local radio. You can click on this link here in order to listen to all the interview. It's in French. I was talking about the behind the scenes of the clip that I made for Reims. So if you're interested, don't forget to click here to listen to the interview. On the spec sheet of this drone, they say that we can fly this one in winds up to 36 kilometers per hour. I never had any issue with it. I always try to be beyond the limit announced by DJI. I flew this one in many places in France, such as a coastal side in Saint-Malo in Bretagne. So you can check this link here in order to see the videos that I made with this drone on a coastal area. And I will put the link of the specs of this drone in the description below. When I was in Dunkirk in north of France back in July 2022, I was really excited to discover the city where I lived for 3 years from the sky. I took with me the DJI Mini 3 Pro, but I couldn't do any successful flight. After having all the authorization to fly in that area and preparing myself and putting the drone up in the air, I noticed a huge number of seagulls coming towards the drone, so I had to land very quickly. I couldn't do any nice shots, any nice footages from that area. It was really risky. I was about to fly my drone here in Dunkirk, but the gulls were so aggressive, so I had to take down my drone quickly. It was a bit stressful for me. The first time I'm flying here in this region where I lived for 3 years, but the gulls were really so aggressive. I think you can hear them now. They are floating above me, so I decided to stop the flight and try to maybe to fly somewhere else in the city. I tried to fly also in the city center of Dunkirk, thinking that less seagulls will be there, but I was wrong. All the seagulls came again towards the drone, so I had to land again very quickly. I couldn't have any nice shot from Dunkirk. So even in the center of Dunkirk, it was impossible to fly. The area was safe, no gulls in the sky. When I flew the drone, they arrived and they are like just here. Even if I wasn't really happy because I couldn't get the nice images and the footages that I want from Dunkirk, but I'm really happy that I took at least the right decision to land the drone quickly in order to be safe for me, for the drone, for the seagulls, and for the people in Dunkirk. So I'm really happy with it. By the way, another advice: if you want to fly, be sure about the environment where you are flying in, and be sure that you are safe and everything is under control before flying. That's much appreciated. Unless you have much money to spend on drones, don't try to fly them just for fun in Dunkirk or any other city near the beach, because you will be attacked by gulls and you might lose your drone. So be careful of that. Let's go to another part in this video and talk about accessories. You all know that I love camera accessories and gear accessories, so now I will be dedicated this part of this video for some accessories for the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Let us start with this hard case that can fit perfectly the drone, the RC Pro, the batteries, some extra propellers and other stuff. And you can use it also to fly the drone from when on an uneven ground. I would like to thank Skyreat for sending me this case and other products that I will talk about them just now. They sent me also the propeller guard, which is much needed when packing the drone on a backpack, that avoid the propellers to flip back and forth in the bag. They sent me the screen protectors for the RC Pro, as well as a shoulder lanyard for the RC Pro, which is very useful when flying the drone. Skyreat sent me also a pack of CPL and ND filters. They are really great, they fit perfectly the drone. If you want to have cinematic footages out from this drone or any other camera, the shutter speed should be the double of the frame rate. In harsh light situations and in bright days, to film at 25 frames per second at 1/50th of the second of the shutter speed, it's really difficult, so you need to add an ND filter to stop a little bit the light coming to the sensor and have the correct settings for your footages. I'd like to mention that the automatic mode of the DJI is really great. The colors are amazing. I really suggest you to try it before using ND filters on the drone. You will be just amazed of the results. I will put all the links of the accessories that I mentioned in this video in the description down below. Don't forget to tell me in a comment which accessories you like the most, which accessories you feel more interesting to use, and if you have other accessories that you can suggest me, I'm really happy to have all your suggestions also. This DJI Mini 3 Pro does not have only positive things. I think that DJI should work on at least 2 big elements in order to make this one even better for the future. First of all, I don't know what they were thinking when they made this gimbal protection of the camera this way. It's really hard to put on. In order to put it on, I kept the foam that I get in the box of this drone. I put it here so I can block a little bit the axis of the camera of this drone, and then I can put easily the gimbal cover. But without this foam, it's really difficult to put it on. And DJI, if you are watching this video, you know by now how bad was this, so please make sure to make something better for the future generation of the DJI Mini series. And since I'm telling you my opinion and my thoughts about this drone, another bad thing that DJI made again according to my thoughts and my opinion, is the position of the back sensor, the back obstacle avoidance sensor. They are just on top of the drone, looking backward and a little bit upward. These are nice, but unfortunately they cannot cover all the angles to the back and to the upper side of this drone. So make sure when flying this drone to be careful about the environment where you are flying and how this drone is evaluating in the sky. This drone, just as many other drones from DJI, does not have side sensors, but it has quick shots modes. For me, quick shots modes aren't safe unless we have a 360 coverage, a 360 obstacle avoidance for the drone. So I hope that DJI can address this issue, maybe not on the mini series because we don't have much space and we cannot put more weight on this drone, but maybe on bigger drones such as the Mavic 4 probably, or the Mavic 4 Cine in the upcoming future. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to put a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to write me down your comments, your thoughts, and if you have some questions about this drone or any other drone, I try to answer all the questions in the comment section. Until another video, have a safe day. Ciao.